Hola, estudiantes fabulosos. So this little mini lesson will help you describe food and drinks. I hope you're studying 15 minutes a night. Hopefully you have been practicing and studying salado, picante, fresco, dulce, caliente, frío. Remember, when you take the time to handwrite, you're practicing that hand-eye brain connection. And when you pause and you practice repeating, you get that auditory practice as well. Descripciones. Mira, escucha, repite. Descripciones. Salado, picante, fresco, dulce, caliente, frío. Are any of these cognates? Are any of these false cognates? And to you, what is the difference between spicy and hot? Can something cold be spicy? So you should go to your vocabulary list and you should do some thinking. You should put at least one food or drink in Spanish in this table. Okay? If you're participating in class, then of course we're going to have a long list here. If you're doing this on your own, come on back to the notes in class and see what we have filled out. Take a moment. All right, so different kinds of salado items. Have you been through the vocabulary list and maybe considered that a hamburguesa might be salado? Okay, una hamburguesa salada or papas fritas saladas. Whoops, sorry. Picante, well, that would be a chile or el jalapeño. Any kind of fresco could be helado. Well, not helado, I'm sorry. Fresco, well, fresh. Any kind of fruta, any kind of verdura. You could say your leche. Dulce, well, that would be the helado. Galletas, chocolates. Caliente, anything that's hot. Espaguetis, bistec, perro caliente, sopa. Frío, well, that could definitely be the helado or the leche or the té helado. Some of you like café helado. It looks like I need to make sure that we put in an accent mark there. Remember to add an accent. You go to special characters. You just kind of draw it in. And there it is. All right, so now you're going to complete each sentence with a Spanish adjective so that the sentences make sense. And there are clues here to help you make the best choice. Now, I know ice cream can be sweet or cold. Desserts can be sweet or cold, but we're kind of taking a moment. So, las papas fritas son, el helado es, los pasteles son, la sopa es, muy, las frutas y verduras son, este jalapeño es muy. I want you to pause this video, try to write it out on your own. Grab a piece of notebook paper and handwrite things out and try to plug things in. You've got a word bank on that other side there to help you do that. Ready? Pause and then come back. All right, you're back. So, las papas fritas son saladas. Papas fritas, whoops, saladas. El helado es, well, I picked frío. It's specifically cold. El helado es frío because los pasteles son dulces. Plural adjective, and sweets, desserts are sweet. La sopa es muy caliente. Las frutas y verduras son frescas. Frutas, verduras, frescas. Remember how it rhymes? Este jalapeño es muy picante. All right, es and son. Es and son are is and are, and they describe the general characteristics. So at this time, you should probably go ahead, pause, and practice reading these sentences out loud, just like I did. Now, your goal is to answer each question with a complete sentence in Spanish. Answers may vary. I want you to pause this after I go over the directions, and I want you to take the time to try to write out your own answers. Now, I'm using está and están for is and are this time because I'm describing their current condition. When coffee sits out a while, it does get cold. Iced tea, after a while, will warm up. So take a moment. I'll ask you the question. Here's a modelo. ¿Cómo está el café? When you're looking at the café, you're seeing the steam come out. So I was going with el café está caliente. ¿Cómo está el té helado? ¿Cómo está el bistec? ¿Cómo están las galletas? ¿Cómo están los chiles? Pause this recording and then come back. All right, different answers that you might have come up with. El té helado está frío. You might have said el té helado está dulce. There are all sorts of different answers that you can come up with, but it's your job to come up with something that makes sense. Looking at it, if it's ice in it, you're not going to say el té helado está caliente. And normally it's not picante. ¿Cómo está el bistec? Well, for me, since I've already used caliente, I think I'm going to say el bistec está salada. Because to me, sometimes steak can be very salty. Again, if you want that accent mark, you just bring it over, copy paste like that. ¿Cómo están las galletas? Well, if they just came out of the oven, you might say las galletas están calientes, right? Well, I'm going to use, because I haven't used that adjective yet, I'm going to say las galletas están dulces. Now, yeah, I know some people can make a spicy cookie. Okay, great. Los chiles, well, I was really going for something specific here. Los chiles, and then están picantes. So that's just a little video to help you practice describing how foods and drinks may taste or feel. So you're describing foods and drinks. I hope this helped. I love you. Make good choices. Come back to me next class.